I am giving out an amazing discount of 3 million naira if you come in for this property located along Dangote Refinery, and it shares close proximity with Lekki Free Trade Zone, Lekki Deep Sea Port, Dangote Fertilizer, and Dangote Refinery. This estate is called Lekki Atlantic City.
You agree with me when you were coming that the road was start and you did not have any issue getting here. So, and the land itself is a dry land. The title is a governor's consent. The title is governor's consent. The land is a dry land. I don't need to tell you. You can feel it. And that's why I told people that this is not going to be the usual site and service where I have to sandfill acres and acres and acres. So the money I'm supposed to use to sandfill, I'm using it to start our infrastructure immediately. That's why I see we started the fencing. By the grace of God, in the next 30 days, you will understand what I'm talking about when it comes to infrastructure. The road network is starting immediately because it's a dry land. We have nothing to wait for.
I want you to hear from the developer himself on what he intends to do on this amazing project. So if you are coming across my video for the first time, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Turn on the notification bell. You can also share to your loved ones. So whenever an update like this is coming up, you'll be the first person to be notified.
Selling of land, it's not just about land. What is the value that we propose for that land? So in clear terms, I'll say this: Lekki Atlantic City is the new central business district of Ibeju Lekki, the new central business district of the new Lagos. As a professional real estate individual that are here today, you understand what it means to a place to be a central business district, right? Now, Ibeju Lekki is projected to house major infrastructures in Lagos, such as the refinery, the deep sea port, the airport, the free trade zone, the Alaro, the Dangote jetty itself, the proposed golf course coming up, and other major companies that are coming in, such as the marine business, the clearing and forwarding companies, the big organization, oil and gas organization, such as the fertilizer plant. They are major, and this corporation will determine the future of Lagos in the next 5 to 10 years. So we thought to ourselves, I said, what can we do differently? What can we do in this zone? And we saw that what we could do is to create a unique central business district. What I mean is that we've understood that a lot of organizations like to be in a cluster. That's why you see Marina today. UBA headquarters is there. Zenith Bank headquarters is there. EcoBank wants to be there. Any major organization, any national organization want their headquarters in Marina. And have you asked yourself why? Why not Ikeja? Because when it started, it was identified as the new central business district, whereby organization comes together, and with that, it is easy for them to trade. It is easy for them to quickly do partnership. It is easy for them to relate. So the CEO can move from here and say, okay, that's their headquarters. If I do a business of 50 billion naira with them, they are not running away. Do you understand? So what we want to do here now is we want to create the central business district of this zone. What do I mean? We want a situation whereby when more people want to come to have their office in this houses, we want to be the choice area. When let's say Greku Power want to move their office to this zone, we want this place to be their choice location. Look at what is happening at the Lekki Atlantic City. Every major organization is going there. But don't forget that vision started 20 years ago. That project you're seeing is over 20 years old, since 2003, and it's 2025. But the fruit of that work in 2003 is coming to the limelight now, after 20 years. What they understood is that they've seen the future and they position themselves and understand that it's coming to a point where Marina will be obsoleted and people want to move to an area that is secluded, that is private and unique. And what they were able to do is that they were able to combine commercial and residential. Are you getting me? So now in Marina, for example, is majorly commercial. So a lot of people who have their headquarters, for example, let's say Tony want to come to the office, he has to leave his Koyi house and drive to Marina. But what Lekki Atlantic has done now is they have a situation whereby you can leave your house and jog to your office within the same houses. You understand? They also now intended position themselves alongside the coastal road. They see the future and they position themselves. So now, before these two becomes 2 billion naira per plot in the next 10 years, what we're saying now is that we want to, this is the new central business district. We're using about 70 to 80% of this project for commercial purposes. Why just 20% is residential hub. What we're doing is, we want a situation whereby, yes, we have the head office in here, but at the back, we want your expatriates to be able to have a house they live, so they can just from their house and move to your office. So it is simple. This is a place for business. This is a place where you want your money to be invested, whereby you can be rest assured that when the fruit of Ibeju Lekki is coming to fruition, you are well positioned. The everything about real estate is, I tell people, is investing at the right time and investing in the right place. So if you're looking for investing at the right time, we take the bus. If you look for investing at the right place, which is location, we take the bus 100%. Why? You agree with me when you're coming now? How many minutes did it take you from Dangote Refinery, the deep sea port, to get here? Let's 5 minutes. Less than 5 minutes, right? Now, how long did it take you from, let's say from the Elekko junction to get here? 10 minutes. Now, how long did it take you away from the coastal road at Elekko junction to get here? So it means that we are centered around those infrastructures. Now, opposite us directly is the proposed site for the Lekki Layer and Golf Resort and the Lagos State government. If you go across the road now and pick the coordinate there, you will see there Ocean Golf and Resort Limited. That's what that place is for. And if you go down, you will see the Lakapina and the rest of them. So it means that we are in the center of everything. So you agree with me, at the center of everything. So what I'm saying in essence is that location-wise, we check the bus. Time-wise, we check the bus. And we're also facing a major third road. That is going to be expanded. And as you can see, you're not going through any trouble getting to this place, right? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
No, it's... Where's this? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
So you agree with me when you were coming that the road was start and you did not have any issue getting here. So, and the land itself is a dry land. The land itself is a dry land. The title is a governor's consent. The title is governor's consent. The land is a dry land. I don't need to tell you. You can feel it. And that's why I told people that this is not going to be the usual site and service where I have to sandfill acres and acres and acres. So the money I'm supposed to use to sandfill, I'm using to start our infrastructure immediately. That's why I see we start the fencing. By the grace of God, in the next 30 days, you will understand what I'm talking about when it comes to infrastructure. The road network is starting immediately because it's a dry land. We have nothing to wait for. And for the gatehouse, what we're doing in the gatehouse is not you don't expect to see your regular gatehouse. So we're doing a toll plaza here. So when people toll plaza, just like what you have at the Big Bridge, whereby you have tap in, tap out. So what we want to do is that because they say dress the way you want to be addressed. So we want to also dress this project the way we want to be addressed. So we don't want to just build a big gatehouse and just abandon. So we want to build a functional access. We are building a toll plaza. So this toll plaza is where everybody that's coming will just tap in and tap out. It was a gazetted land to the Ibeju and Chiriwon, and we did a governor consent on it. And he has a layout approval, and he has an approved gazette, and he has the governor's consent. You can pick and bring your surveyor to pick your coordinate. You can ask for any document, we have it. But the good thing about this is that we already have our approved layout. If you share this place now, you can ask for the layout in Alausa, they will give it to you. So we already know they've already given us where we can build hospitals, where we can build this, where we can build all that. It has an approved layout, it's a governor's consent, and it is approved by the government.
So what's the land size for the estate?
Currently we have 60 acres.
For the sake of education, what is your certificate of occupancy? So when you go to the Lagos State government and say, okay, this land I've acquired it from maybe the customary owners, or I've acquired from X person, I want to do a CFO. Then you go through a project called ratification. From the ratification, you get a CFO. Now, ratification to CFO. Now, when you get a land that has extension that has been gazetted to the government, what it means is that the Lagos State governor and the entire government have moved the ownership of that land from them, and they've said we've given these people the land.
Yes.
Wholeheartedly. Then they go ahead and publish it in all newspaper, in all every access, and it's what called gazetted when it has been published. Don't forget, it is the movement of ownership of that from the government to these people. So now when you want to buy it now, you don't go through the answer of CFO again. So what you do is that government has moved the ownership from them to this man. So what I'm going to do is that this man, I've bought the land, I'll take that document from him and go and meet the government again. I say, Mr. Governor, the land you gave to Dr. Laide with your gazette number is here, so. I want to buy it. Please, can you move ownership and consent to that transaction, that the ownership from this man has been moved from him to me. That's the process. That's what we call consent. So the governor has consented to the transaction. The governor is aware of the transaction. The governor has approved the transaction. That's the essence of governor's consent. So if this man, if it's also CFO, yeah, the governor has given him CFO. Mr. White, please, I want to buy this land. He takes the CFO again and goes to the governor. I said, Mr. Governor, you've given this man CFO. His advocate is holding. Please, can you move this CFO from him to me? This is the evidence that this man signed it from C and all documents. And the governor will now move the CFO from this man to me. It is all consent. So, and when after I've gotten a consent, if I want to sell the land now to your client, you're going to go back to the governor again. I said, Governor, the consent you gave to Mr. Toby, I've bought the land from him. Please, can you move that consent from me, from Mr. Toby to my customer? The governor consent to it again. So it is also consent. Do you understand that? Is it clear?
From GZ, no need to say, even if you are still in possession of the land, with GZ, there's no point going to get your vote.
Yes, you got the governor's consent direct.
Okay, Mr. Toby, thank you for this clarification, but I just need a little bit of understanding. The consent has a defined time, right?
But I can wake up tomorrow and hear places where the CFO are they revoked.
Yes.
If the governor gives you CFO, maybe you went through the back door, and you say, no, this CFO, let's look at it. But when consent is given, it means that if you want to withdraw it means that you want to withdraw for over 500 people that have given that gazette to. Do you understand? So it is very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. So that's the beauty of this kind of document.
Who else wants to ask a question?
What are the structures that will be happening around here? Around this Lekki Atlantic City?
Okay, for Lekki Atlantic City, I repeat, I said Lekki Atlantic, the vision and the dream we have for Lekki Atlantic is the new central business district of the new Lagos of Ibeju Lekki. Look at what you are currently in Marina. That's what I want to replicate here, but in a structured manner. It's a problem of sin and it's a solution we want to give. In a more structured manner. What we are doing is that if your client buy this land, it doesn't have to be your client that will build it. You want a situation whereby the moment your client invests in it, when this big organization come, there won't be land again. That will call land banking and positioning. There won't be land again, so they'll be looking for where to buy from or who to do JV with. You know what's called joint venture?
Yes.
So what we want to do is, when we sell this land out to your individual, we're still going to go to this big organization and say, sir, we have some land in Lekki Atlantic City. Please, do you want to come and put your office there? Yes, but there's no land again. But I know one doctor like that, he has 5 plots there. He can either do a JV, but if you have a good offer, or maybe 1.5 billion per plot, is willing to sell. So we're going to broker those kind of deal. Are we going to make money? Dr. Light is going to make money. Or if Dr. Light has 5 plots, please come and build a 20-story office complex here. When you build a 20-story office complex and the total unit there is about 500 units or 200 units, Dr. Light take 40%. They take 60%. Dr. Light give the company maybe 5 units for being the broker. So this is a continuous money generating machine. That's why I say we don't bring land to the market, we bring value to the market. So that's the idea for this place. So when we are done selling the land, the real work starts. Because we can't leave this. Look how it is. It's in a developed environment. It's a place we can start annexing immediately. So we're not leaving this. We start, then we sell the land, then the real work starts. And I want people to join us in that vision. Any other question?
All right, sir. I want to ask, how long can the skyscraper be here? For how many feet? How many stories can the skyscraper be built here? And secondly, this road, where I don't know where it really leads to. Assist me.
Okay. This road is what we call the Akodo Eleko road. But now, due to the presence of the Dangote Refinery, they've changed it to Dangote Road automatically. So now this road currently ends at the water, at the boundary of Lagos State. This road goes straight down. But this road is supposed to continue to go to Igbokoda. From Igbokoda, connect Ore to Bini. In fact, currently, if you want to go to Ondo State today, via bike, you can get to Ondo State. I hope you know that.
Yes.
Via bike, you can get to Igbokoda right now. So there was a time that there was a time the Niger Delta Commission were working on this, saying how can we connect. So there's supposed to be just a bridge that's needed to connect Lagos to the other side. So which they are working on. So at the end of the day, this road goes all the way down, and if you go past the back. So let's say if you go back to the refinery now, you see a road beside the refinery. You can use that road and connect to the coastal road. You understand? Way back. So let's say within 10, 15 minutes, you get to coastal road, then you go to where you want to go to. Do you understand? So it is center. There's a major road here. At the back again, when we go past through the refinery, you connect the coastal road. So for this, the story building, okay. Now, first of all, determine the amount of story building you can build is a soil test. But currently, according to government, this thing, they've not given us a specific height. But at the moment, 4-5 story building is approved in this zone. But because they've commercialized this place, it's not called rezoning and repurposing in urban, in the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development. So here now is going to be approved for skyscrapers. So that is the idea. And that's why we want to define the skyline of Ibeju Lekki.